Hey, Abbey, it's Duane Propes from Little Texas. How you doing?
Good. How are you today?
Oh, doing great. Doing great.
Awesome. Well, I see online that you guys posted you were at the CMA Awards.
We were. Well, not at the awards. We were at the CMA Festival.
Okay, cool. Any big highlights from that?
Not especially.
What's going on this summer? I see you guys are coming to Minnesota next Friday.
We're doing a lot of stuff in Minnesota, but this will be our second show of the summer. Well, the summer's not really here yet, but yeah, second show of the summer in Minnesota, and we have several more coming. So
awesome.
Yeah, we'd have a Minnesota field here. There's not a better place to be in the summertime, I'll tell you.
If you come here anytime after September, you're just taking a gamble. You never know what you're going to get.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, awesome. So with your show coming up next Friday, if people have never seen Little Texas before, what can they expect from one of your guys' shows?
Well, I mean, you're going to hear all the hits. We throw a lot of fun stuff in there. The crowd is 80% of the show, so it's very involved. But just a lot of fun, very, very high energy. Everything that you've ever heard about Little Texas, that's what we do.
I like it. With you guys playing on a Friday night, it's like the perfect way to start the weekend.
Oh, I think so.
Well, I have a couple of kind of silly questions. You might think they're silly anyway.
Okay.
The first one, I want to know if you guys would ever consider recreating your 1992 album cover with like the windbreakers and the big hair.
Oh, the First Time for Everything cover. No. Next question.
So I saw that you guys, back in the 90s there, you went on tour with Trisha Yearwood, and she's like one of my favorite people in the entire world. I want to know what she's like what was touring with her like?
Well, you know what? What's funny is that Porter and I went to college with Trisha at Belmont University here in Nashville, and actually briefly dated her. She's awesome, and she's a good Lord, she's a good cook. But she's one of the funniest people I've ever been around. She just has this dry humor, and the funniest things come out of her mouth. And then then she starts singing, and it just the world comes down. She's awesome, and she's also very, very rich now.
That's what happens when you marry Garth Brooks, right?
Exactly. I would marry Garth Brooks. I would turn in my man card, and I would personally marry Garth Brooks.
I think anyone in the right mind would. Especially if you can keep Trisha around to cook for you.
Yeah. See, that'd be part of the fun. Yeah. All right. Silly question number 2. What else you got?
I want to know how you guys got the name Little Texas.
There is a place just south of Franklin, Tennessee, that is actually called Little Texas. And we used to work and rehearse at a little trailer out there on a street called Little Texas Lane. And that's where the name came from. Come to find out that there's Little Texas all over America. I mean, there's one in New Mexico. There's one in North Carolina. There's one in, I want to say Washington, but I may be wrong. But we find them all over the place.
Have you done shows in other Little Texases?
No, we haven't, which is odd.
That'd be so cool. You guys should do a Little Texas tour and try to play in all the places across America.
We should. That's not a bad idea.
So speaking of tours, I want to know if there's one memorable show that sticks out in your brain. Maybe you had a crazy experience somewhere or something just went totally wrong.
Well, the one that sticks out the most in my mind, and this is kind of close to home, we played the Target Center in Minneapolis and sold the place out all the way around 360. And it was a week to the day after the Eagles had played there, and they didn't sell it out.
No way.
Yeah. So that was one of my favorite shows ever, and just because it was just insane. It was just one of those shows that you just go, oh my gosh, people behind us, people on the side of us, and everybody's not just in front. And it was a lot of fun.
That is super cool. I can't believe the Eagles played it and didn't sell it out, and then you guys show up, you're like, yep, we got this. Step aside.
Well, I think our ticket prices were maybe a little bit lower.
Hey, whatever it takes, right?
That might have helped.
Well, we are super excited to have you come to Minnesota next week. Can't wait to see you out at El Rancho Manana.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Well, come on out. Friday night, June 15th. Come on.
Awesome. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me today.
Not a problem. Just look at LittleTexasOnline.com. That's LittleTexasOnline.com, and you can see our full tour schedule and see where we're going to be next.